Hello, everyone. My name is Kyri, and welcome to another episode of The Red Dawn. We are back after another international break, nearly 2 weeks of no Liverpool football. I was going to do maybe a video or two during the international break, but I was quite busy with a few things. So, apologies for that. But we are back now. Premier League football is back, and Liverpool are playing Nottingham Forest at home at Anfield. So let's have a look at our opponent. If I add to my screen here. So as we can see there, Nottingham Forest, they currently are 19th in the Premier League in the relegation zone. Um, New manager Sean Dyche at the helm as well. And as we look at their form here, 3-1 win over Leeds United in the Premier League. 0-0 draw against Sturm Graz in the Europa League. 2-2 draw against Manchester United in the Premier League. A 2-0 loss to Bournemouth in the Premier League. And a 2-0 win over Porto in the Europa League as well. So they've been pretty solid in the Europa League, but not so much in the Prem. But with that being said, we know what Sean Dyche is like with his low block, and they're gonna give us absolute grief. So let's head to our head-to-head against Forest. If I get it up on my screen as well. All right, so as we can see here, bit of a head-to-head in the 2023-24 season, 1-0 win over Forest, and before that, a 3-0 win at Anfield. But if we go to last season, they did beat us 1-0 at Anfield. It was Arne Slot's first loss in charge as Liverpool manager, and also heading to the City Ground, it was a 1-1 draw. So we haven't beaten Forest for nearly about a couple of years. Let's get into the team selections, but before we go for that, uh, bit of a fitness update. So, which I'm reading from the Liverpool Football Club page. So, Allison will be back as goalkeeper, but unfortunately, we do have some injuries to Florian Wirtz and Connor Bradley. Which happened during the international break, unfortunately. Wirtz picked up what I believe is to be a muscle injury, and so they'll be both ruled out for this game. Wirtz only for this game, so hopefully afterwards he's good to go. But unfortunately for Connor Bradley, he is set to be out for what I believe is going to be 3 weeks. So not ideal, especially in the right back position. Obviously, Jeremy Frimpong still recovering from a hamstring injury. Um, does that mean do we bring in Dominic Soboslai on the right hand side, Joe Gomez? By all means, let's get into what I believe is going to be my starting 11 for this match. So, as said before, Allison will be making his return as goalkeeper, and in our centre back partnership, no surprises here, Virgil van Dijk and Ibrahima Konate, as we don't really have anyone else in the centre back department. And let's just hope they both put on a good performance in the full back position. Let's go with the right hand side first. As discussed before, Connor Bradley is ruled out. Um, no Jeremy Frimpong as well. Do we put Dominic Soboslai out of the midfield into the right back position, or do we bring in Joe Gomez? Well, obviously that is not going to happen because the manager doesn't obviously trust him. But I'm going to go a bit rogue here. I'm going to say Calvin Ramsey. I reckon he's going to start on the right hand side. He was pretty solid in the Carabao Cup against Crystal Palace, and this will be an absolutely a great opportunity for him to start in this one. He's also been killing it in the reserves as well. Let's give Ramsey a go. On the left-hand side, let's go with Andy Robertson. We could also say Milos Kerkez as well, but given we've got a Champions League game against PSV midweek, I reckon Kerkez will start in this one. But for the Premier League game against Forest, I'm just going to go with the experience. We'll pick Robbo. In the midfield, once again, no surprises here. Ryan Gravenberch, Alexis McAllister, and Dominic Soboslai. Pretty self-explanatory. Oh. And the front three, again, no surprises at all. Mohamed Salah on the right, Cody Gakpo on the left, without Florian Wirtz available for selection, and Hugo Ekitike up top. Yes, I'm not starting Alexander Isak. I believe he should come off the bench after about 60 minutes. I know I've said this time and time again. There's going to be a time where Alexander Isak, his time will come at Liverpool Football Club. It all click in, but it's Hugo's position in the number 9 at the moment, and in my opinion, I think Isak has to earn that position. Whereas Ekitike, he's been hitting the ground running since day one at the club. If it means bring Isak off the bench after an hour, then shifting Ekitike on the left, absolutely go for it by all means. But for now, Hugo Ekitike, I believe he's going to be our starting striker in this one. So let's go through the team again. So Alisson at goal, our back four of Calvin Ramsey, Ibrahima Konate, Virgil van Dijk, and Andy Robertson. The midfield of Ryan Gravenberch, Alexis McAllister, and Dominic Soboslai, and our front three of Mohamed Salah, Cody Gakpo, and Hugo Ekitike. For a result, I think this will be a struggle in this one. I'm absolutely expecting Sean Dyche to play the low block in this one, but I think we are good enough to win this game. I'm going to say 2-0 to the Reds. Maybe Ekitike to score one. Salah to score one as well, or maybe Alexander Isak. But I think we'll be good enough to get the 3 points and hopefully build some momentum. But what about you? What are your thoughts? What is your starting 11? What is your match prediction? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, and as always, up the Reds.